Alright guys, welcome back. Part 31. We are about to fight Dr.Cid. I might as well do this now.
Cid, you know Deifacted Nethicite brought down the Leviathan. How can you persist in this folly?
And you've come here to stop me. I'd fain see you try.
Consider your bones, old man. You're outmatched.
Pirate scum of the skies. What brings you here?
Treasure. What else would a pirate want? We'll take the Dusk Shard.
You've come all this way for that trinket. I thought you were above this. What's that? The Princess of Dalmasca come to visit. She's not entirely without merit. A test of sorts for our princess?
You're a babbling fool.
A trial for a Shelia Banargin Dalmasca!
You lust for the stone's power, do you not?
Lend him not your ears, milady. He means to use you.
Manufactured nethicite, like Bergen.
How could you do this? How could you fall this far?
Oh wow, I have been running on highest max HP for a while now. Okay, I was kind of looking at, look, why are they still shooting at him? Or no, lowest HP, sorry. Lowest HP.
Always hiding behind your toys. Pity if anything were to happen to them.
It pains me to inform you that your time here is over. The curtain falls.
I definitely thought that was still going to hit everybody even though they're all so far away, but I guess it still has to target a specific character, so that worked out rather nicely. I also thought that was going to be a lot more powerful. I'm not going to lie, I was a little upset by that. Damn it.
Vana, you shouldn't have.
This creature. So this is your Vana?
A Shelia Benargan Dalmasca? Just how far will you go for power? Does your lust for Nethicite consume you? Am I right? I am, aren't I? A worthy daughter of the Dynast King. You would do well to go to Giruvegan. Who knows? You may receive a new stone for your trouble.
Your words mean nothing to me!
The reins of history back in the hands of man. I too make for Giruvegan. Give chase if you dare it.
Hate it when he does that.
Mayhaps you think me remiss, the Lady Ash of Dalmasca? The Sky Pirate Rethus, at your employ.
The Imperial Senate, powerless to resist House Solidor's brutal purge, was dissolved. Vayne Solidor reigned supreme over the Empire. Though this upheaval shook the Imperial Bastion to its foundation, these developments were, to say the least, welcomed by her military. The authoritarian rule of the judges, in tandem with the impending threat of Rosarian invasion, served to foster camaraderie among its ranks. For our part, the Resistance mustered strength in the border skies, making ready for the task ahead. A war to decide the doom of Ivalice would soon be upon us.
Squads Flametongue and Oganex are away. All ships reporting in. They're breaking to begin ship-to-ship maneuvers against us.
All hands, full ahead flank.
We shall make ready to repel their attacks. Counter-air,
Track them as though they were the enemy.
Counter-air, to your stations.
A dispatch from Naldoa Command, Excellency. The Sky Pirate has left Arcadian airspace. He makes for Balfohiem with the Lady Ash and her party.
It is good to know the lady still lives. But what of our bid for the stone?
With the stone or without, our resistance should prove an even match for the Imperial army. These weeks of training have honed our edge.
I pray 'tis sharp enough.
They choose to supply the resistance, yet raise not a sword in aid. What city could do this?
A city of men without countries, pirates of the sea and of the sky. Few are they who would fain lay down their lives for a friend, let alone a king.
The Marquis. He is set on war?
The time approaches when he must make his position vis-à-vis the Empire clear. When he helped you off the Leviathan, he spited the judges full sore. He cannot sit in idleness and expect to avoid a reckoning. The Marquis shares my distaste for war. Yet, if it comes to it, he will show no quarter.
For the time being, we will continue to train the Resistance Army. Enough power on our side, and even Vane may see the appeal of the treaty table.
Yet Vane holds the Nethicite. What makes you think he would treat when he holds such power? Power enough to sink the Leviathan.
All the more reason for me to support your infiltration of the capital. You said it yourself. The Nethicite is a powerful weapon. I would have you acquire it for me.
I have not said I would give you the Midlight Shard.
If there is no stone, I would have to look elsewhere for aid.
Then you would ally with Rosaria.
As I must. Failure's not an option.
It's just what Vane wants. He lures the Rosarians and the Resistance to the field, then crushes both with the Nethicite.
I think not. Cid has the stone. We grab it and smash it to pieces with the Sword of Kings. Vane will be left holding nary a thing. Time is short. We follow Cid. He's heading towards Giruvegan.
Giruvegan.
It is told of in a song of my people. On the farthest shores of the river of time, shrouded deep in the roiling mist, the Holy Land sleeps, Giruvegan. Who knows the paths, the way to its doors?
Then you seek the Yogg Defour. Deep within the jungle of Golmore, there is a corner of the Feywood where a mist storm surges and seethes.
And that's it. Let's go.
Right.
Not coming with us? Forget your precious Nethicite already?
Cid's words rang hollow to me. I will follow another course.
Ah, another lead then, is it? You're well informed.
I could well say the same to you, pirate.
Hurry it up, or we'll leave without you.
Ah, Vaughn. I've had some of my men check on this Feywood. Best ask what they've found.
Okay. Thanks for the help, brothers.
Fly first, ask questions later. Your apprentice is more pirate than you.
I don't have an apprentice.
Princess Ash, I would hear your heart. If Dr. Cid has spoke the truth, you may well be rewarded with more Nethicite in Giruvegan. Tell me, do you still desire the stone?
I desire its power. I want, yet I also fear. I must protect Dalmasca. I can't afford to fear anything.
Do not forget Nabudis. That is my only counsel for you.
He's a pretty interesting guy. He'll come in handy a little bit later as well. Not that he hasn't already been handy. Despite all their talking just now, they really didn't tell me anything that I didn't already know just from the cutscene there. Outside of the, quote, hidden paths, which you would discover as soon as you defeat the boss anyways, so. Because there is a boss kind of blocking the way where the mist swirls thick, as he says. The nice thing about Balfohiem is the two weapons I'm alternating between him is the Formal Hot and the poles, and I went ahead and actually taught myself all the pole stuff. So I'm actually pretty good as far as he goes. Obviously I should still be learning that battle lore. I don't know why it's taken this long, but whatever. I'll level up the rest of these characters off screen, because not only will it take a while, but none of it's relevant. Let's just take a quick peek here. I'm probably not going to buy anything here either. No, not for an extra 3 defense. It's actually funny, I think I bought 2 chakra bands, didn't I? Yeah. But I don't actually need one for Balfohiem, so I'll sell that back. That I'm giving to her. I don't think I picked up anything. The only crappy thing about Drakolr is that you don't really get anything to sell. And I mean, really, if you think about it, old Arcades from that point forward, we haven't actually made any money at all. So we've now gone through like 3 different shopping areas where you can buy stuff. And I probably should have known better than to spend all my money in Arcades, but... So I've got to go back and claim these guys, which we'll get to. So that area that we were kind of just in kind of marks the end of what I consider to be part 3 of the game. So part 1 basically took us all the way up to, or just to the end of the Tomb of Wraithwall. Part 2 was kind of at the end of Baromnices after the Still Shrine of Miriam. And then part 3 is the Drakolr Laboratories in Arcades. And part 4 will pretty much end at the Great Crystal, which is in Gyrovegan, which is in the Feywood. So it's a lot shorter of a distance compared to some of the other stuff that we've done. But so we had 2 guys in Arcades, this Veer Wayfarer here. There's a very easy way to defeat that guy, and we'll get there when we actually do that hunt. I am going to finish up in Balfohiem here, and then I think I'm going to start doing a bit of a free roam section. We'll start doing some more hunts. We'll do some more espers. I'm pretty sure I have both the means and the power to go and get Exodus, I don't know how you pronounce it, Zeromus, I'm actually kind of blanking on some of the names. This is level 2. Oh, Kukulane and tons of gambits available to me now, none of which I really use. It won't be until we finish what I consider part 4 that we'll even be able to buy the Earth Vulnerable, and I'm pretty sure we won't be able to buy, or sorry, not Earth Vulnerable, but like the Elemental Venerable. And I think we actually have to be started part 5, or maybe even halfway done part 5 before we can get the Elemental Weak, so. Incredibly expensive, yet all of these spells are incredibly worthwhile, except maybe Sleepka, but even so. So from here, I'm just going to go ahead and activate the Gate Crystal. And see, this is why I didn't really bother coming to Balfohiem early, is in the grand scheme of things, you get stopped right here. There's a bunch of people making a line here. So, I mean, it's great that you can activate the Great Gate Crystal right away, but beyond that, there's not a whole lot that you can do. See if he's selling anything interesting. Not really. Got enough of both. Huh. Okay, this ropey step has a map now. And Balfohiem has a map. So I'll just go ahead and say it right now. I'll leave a notice in the description for what video ooh, 500,000 clan points. We also got one for defeating the Trickster earlier. I don't think I showed you guys that one. Anywho, I'm going to go ahead and tackle a bunch of these guys, get my rewards for these two here. And then, so there's 2 in Arcades, there's 3 in Arcades, and 2 in Nalbina. So I gotta head back to Nalbina eventually, so I'll head to Arcades first, I think. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna head back to Rabanaster and go and see the Clan Hall. So anyways, what I was saying is I'll leave a notice at the very top of the description of what video you should go to if you're just kind of interested in going through the story stuff and not watching all the hunts and that. I'm aware that some people are just kind of interested in the storyline stuff. And I mean, none of these hunts are really, I don't want to say major hunts, but interesting hunts. Like, we're probably going to get an interesting hunt or two coming up right now, actually. Kind of more signature hunts, you know, harder hunts, that kind of stuff. But, yeah. I'm actually incredibly upset with myself. I still can't think of what the 5th... Oh, because I'm not even able to go and get it yet. That's why. Jeez. I'm trying to think of what the 5th level 2, whatchamacallit is. Esper. And, yeah, it's, Hashmal or whatever his name is. Which I get in the, Pharos at Ridorana, so that's not for a long time. So I've got 3 High Arcana already, which is pretty cool. So the Ancient Man of Mystery hunt is going to be an interesting hunt because it's I'll explain in a second. Hold on. Okay, so the thing about the Man of Mystery there is you have to fight him twice, and the second time is incredibly difficult, and the enemies that you face on the way to the second time are, try and speak a little more properly here, incredibly powerful, like level 70 kind of thing, so I won't be doing that for a while yet. Even if you do flee through all the enemies and survive up to the boss fight, there's a crystal right before the boss fight. But at the same time, it's still a difficult fight, so... So that's gonna be like the last mark that I do in this set of hunts. So I'm going to head to Nalbina now. I'll talk to those other guys. Most of this video is going to be triggering hunts, getting my rewards from the 2 that I did do there. One's right here actually, so that'll be good. So 3 of these hunts are actually going to have me going in the Necrol of Nabudis and the Nebradia Steadlands. So my next set of videos will probably be going there. Used that shield earlier actually. So that will mark the 5 that are available in Nalbina. There's Carrot Stalk, that's 1. Popal's 2, Barong's 3. Morgan's 4, and Burrow's 5, so... I got this guy, I got this guy. Haven't done these 3 yet. Oh, I did this one. And I've got the rest of these. I've already talked to Mont Blanc about those. So I'll head back to Arcades, trigger those. Well, I head back to, I'll go and pick up my reward from the Mosphorian High Waist guy. Van Kessa, I think his name was. Or Valkessa. So, I've said it once already, but I'll say it again. I'm kind of expecting to, or I shouldn't even say I'm expecting. I will tell you guys at the beginning of this video, and even at the beginning of next video in the descriptions, what times, or what video you guys should go to, where I resume the story and go to the Feywood there. But, we're on 31 right now. I'm almost thinking it won't be till like 38, 39. This was not the guy I wanted to talk to. This is the guy I want to talk to. Pretty sure you can find his partner in the either in the Silica Wood or on the coast already. And it's pretty funny because he straight up tells you to tell him that he's fired. So anywho, I'm just going to list off a few of the things that I plan on doing between now and the reason why I think it's going to be like 38, 39. We've got Kukulane. I have to unlock him. That's going to be pretty much a whole video in and of itself. I might actually be able to include Exodius right here where we just left, the Mosphorian Highways. That's going to take some effort as well. Between the two of them, I can probably get a full video in, because I'll be cutting out too, like I did for my last series of kind of free roam hunts and whatnot. So I've got that to do, those two guys to go and collect, and then I've got Zeromus, who's super easy. I literally go and get a stone from Baromnices and then show up to the Still Shrine. It'll take me about 5 minutes to actually get there, another 10 to fight him. Which leaves me with, I will show you guys, I probably won't fight him yet, but I'll show you guys which, or I'll show you guys how to collect the stones that are required to unlock Chaos, like unlock the Chaos fight. Who's a level 3 Esper, he's the first level 3 that we can get. He was the extra one I was thinking about, but I still couldn't think of who the last guy was. I'm pretty sure there are 6 available to me, or 5 available to me right now. So, like I said, I probably won't fight him yet. We'll see what happens. Both unlocking him, you have to get 3 different keys to open 3 different doors. So you have to unlock him through collecting 2 of the stones, going and get a 3rd one from the Necrol of Nabudis. Or I'm sorry, you unlock, wrong page. Through the Nebradius Deadlands, you meet 2 of the little, I don't even know what they're called. They're the little, like, sage-looking guys. But, Nick's shop's up ahead. He gives you the 3rd one, so you have all 3 keys, so you have to go and unlock. You have to fight some bosses to unlock the actual chaos fight. Like, it's a lot of effort. I'm going to want to clear out and the fights themselves are in the Necrol of Nabudis. So you go to the Deadlands to get the keys, to open the doors, to fight the Esper in the Necrol of Nabudis. I'll be getting the Zodiac Spear as well, but I'm going to do those 2 things separately. So 2 of the 3 guys I'm fighting from Arcades are actually in the Soakin Cave Palace, which is kind of nice. So, but sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. So I've got the 3 Esper fights I'm going to do for sure. I'll show you guys how to unlock Chaos, because part of it's also while we're down in the Garam Scythe Waterway. And then the other part's actually, there's a little mini quest right here, but I'm gonna save it for later, so everything's kind of like strategically placed for both you and me, so to speak. So there's the Espers. Obviously I'm going to want to do all of these hunts that I have here. I don't think I'm going to leave any of them, especially since after I have the Zodiac Spear, you know, there's really not going to be a whole lot of stronger equipment that I can be waiting for, so I'll probably catch up completely. Which, what did I say I was at before? 24? So going to 34, so that's going to be 10 hunts, all of varying length and difficulty. So between those, the Espers, there's a little tiny side quest in Dalmasca actually, that revolves around getting like these little sand globes or something like that, and unlocking the dinosaur worm thing that's between the Ester Sand and Wester Sand. I haven't actually taken you guys through there, so you saw the sandstorm, but if you've done any adventuring of your own, you might know where it is. So there's that. Like I said, I'm going to do Necrol of Nabudis, Nebradius Deadlands, like fully going through them all, hunts and all, and there's one other thing I was planning on doing. I can't quite think of what it is right now, but I had it all kind of thought out in my head earlier, which is a little upsetting. Depending on how much time I have left on this video, I might actually go and fight that Darksteel right now. It wasn't what I was thinking about, but I was also going to, at the very end, after I finish all the things I said I was going to do right before I start the Gyrovagan area, I'm going to do one kind of round, so to speak, of the leveling trick in the Hene Mines. I'm just going to do it for my reserve characters, but So that way I can kind of keep my main party honest, but my reserve characters need some additional levels, especially later on. I'm going to be needing to not swap them in, but when my main party gets killed off, there's going to be a fair amount of enemies kind of coming up that are going to have some death strike abilities. And, you know, try as I might, I won't be able to prevent it all the time, so when a backup member comes in, it's going to be pretty important that they are able to do that. Or, sorry, able to, you know, survive long enough to be able to revive, help out, so to speak, a little bit before they can get switched back out. If my main party is at 42-ish now, I'll probably try and raise my backup parties to about 50-ish. And I'll show you guys how to do the trick, and that'll kind of be the last of these free roam videos, but you know, I could do it for my main party and kind of get really strong and start slaughtering everything, but I want to stay somewhat honest. I'm not against the trick as a whole, nor am I'm not against anybody else using it, I'm not against me using it. It's just one of those things for my convenience, for the purpose of this video. I really think that it should be overlooked, the fact that I am using it. I'm sure there are a lot of people that don't level up their backup characters and do use a leveling trick. That was pathetically easy. Okay, so yeah, so that's pretty much the game plan. All my next videos will be kind of cut and paste, so to speak. It might not take that long, but when I did this in my head, I kind of figured like the Espers are going to take some time, because I got to show you guys how to unlock them all. And like Cuchulainn and Exodius especially are going to take a while. And I'll show you guys how to do Chaos. If I'm already there, I might fight him anyways, but like I said, I'm going to clear out all the marks here of the Deadlands and the Necrol before I actually go back and do the Chaos stuff. So all of these guys, yeah, this'll all be done when at the end of my little free roam area here. Yeah, so I've got 4 now, so that should bring me up to 8 if I go and get Chaos, which makes sense. I should have quite a few additional hunts. So yeah, that's kind of the game plan here. I'm hoping to pick up quite a few levels in between as well. Like I said, if all 6 of my characters could be at level 50, that would kind of leave me set at a good level for where I'm going next. So, nonetheless, I think I counted we picked up 10 marks here. So I should have 9 left, and I will start hunting them down. I'm not too sure where I'm going to end up to start next video, because I'm not doing it right now. Take it a new day for me, so it'll be next video for you, so I'll start fresh, decide what my game plan is, and I will let you know. I hope you guys join me there. Until then, Sharby out.